Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And today is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. I am Solid Blue Sister, and this is my turn to talk. And how is everyone today? I hope everyone is well. And as always, I have to say it because it is true. Whatever platform you're listening on, be it live or on the replay, thank you very, very much and welcome. Hey, Frankie. Frankie. Welcome, welcome. Number one today, Brina. Welcome back, girl. Number two, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you guys are here. Welcome. You guys are having a great day. It's been a good day. It's been a good day so far today. I try to make all my days good. Good, Brina. It's been a good day. Good. Always good to have good days. Good days. Hey, Minnesota. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Shorty, hey girl, Petty Deb, welcome back, girl. I was thinking about you this morning, Deborah, when I was making breakfast. I actually ate breakfast before 11 o'clock this morning. Okay. So, Deborah, I was thinking about you this morning because today I made the most delicious. Oh, they were so good. I sauteed mushrooms in butter and olive oil and some balsamic vinegar. Oh, with with some chives and green peppers from my garden and some basil. Girl, they were the bomb. They were the bomb. Had some Canadian bacon on the side. It was good. It was good. They were really, really good. Hey, Blunt Ninja, welcome, welcome. Fair use, welcome, welcome. So that's how I have my mushrooms. Oh boy. All right, y'all. So today, and fair use. I just want to tell you. I was thinking about the show yesterday, and I always listen to the replays. Hey Shelby, and even though we disagree, I enjoy the conversation and the back and forth yesterday. It was good. So yeah, Deborah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So hey Shelby. Okay, so someone's negative opinion of you, don't let it become your reality. And some people are really concerned about what other people think about them. And it's really it doesn't matter what people think about you. The only person you should be concerned about is what you think about yourself. Probably care about what your family thinks of you. Hey Lou, hey Mama Bear. um with your family, your children, whatever. But at the end of the day, even putting them aside, the only person that you have to please, this is just my own opinion, the only person that you have to please is yourself. Is yourself. So what someone doesn't like you, hey crazy. Do you really care? Does it really matter? Because everyone's not going to like everybody. Everybody is not going to be pleased with everything that you do, everything that you say. um uh Everybody is just not going to be happy with you. And should you care? Because there's always going to be one person in the crowd, and even if it's a crowd of two, one person may not like what you want to do. You know, you have two children. Hey, Ralph, welcome. One kid wants you to do this, the other child wants you to do that. Either you meet in the middle, or you say, well, today we're going to do what child number one wants to do, and tomorrow we'll do what child number two wants to do. But then child number two may get upset. Well, why can't we do what I want to do first, and then let him be second? And then the other kid's going to be mad. I mean, everyone is not going to be pleased with you. Um, um, no problem. I hope you enjoy your lunch, dinner, supper, whatever you call it. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening to me rant. Shelby says, I had that problem. I mean, it really doesn't, matter what people care, and don't let it become your reality. And that's why it makes me sad when I think about young kids, especially in your high school years, in your middle school and your high school years, where you're just really starting to get those friends that you may take from middle school into high school, and those kids may become lifelong friends, maybe not. But we know kids can be cruel. And if you're teased or you're concerned about what people think about you, you know, it can, for some people, it ruins their life, and unfortunately, that's sad, and I always say that people only do to you what you allow them to, and there have been times in my past where I have allowed people to do things, and then you wake up, you knock yourself upside the head and say, well, wait. What am I doing? It's not what they are doing. What are you doing? Are you allowing someone to do this to you? Especially if you're in a position where you can stop it. Now, everyone is not in a position where they can stop things that other people do to them. Um, but some of us are, and you just can't, again, my opinion, this is all my opinion. You can't allow people to define you, because then you grow up thinking, or even if you're grown, you start to doubt yourself. You start to believe the negative opinions or the negative thoughts that someone else has about you, when in reality, I think that's just how they feel about themselves. you know um Parents who call their kids stupid, dumb, I think that's a horrible thing to say to a child, but people do it. Is it because the parent themselves feels stupid or dumb? But to say that to a child, or your child, or for a teacher to say that to a student, that kid, they're messed up. If you continuously tell a child, they continuously get bad grades in math or spelling or whatever, you keep saying, oh, you're just too stupid to do this, they're going to start to believe it. And are they ever going to, get a better grade? Because they just know that every time they take this test, why should I try? Because I'm going to fail anyway. And Shelby says it also messes that child up. Yes, 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 it does. So hey, Shelby.
Hello. I'm in a restaurant, so I've got to talk kind of low.
That's okay. You want to add?
Yeah, my daughter had that problem. She was in college, and it was her first year, and she had an instructor advisor that done that to her. Um, she, um, I'm not gonna say she's not there, but I mean she has a hard time learning because she learns different from everybody else, right? Excuse me. So she was just went to the instructor and told the instructor, I need this, and this to get this, and this, right? And the instructor was like, well, you're just completely stupid if you can't figure it out this way. And I just don't really think you're going to make it in this. Uh, she was majoring in pre-vet. So she basically told her that she wasn't going to make it as a vet. So what did my daughter do? She believed what the instructor said and said, well, the heck with this, and dropped out of school.
So is she thinking about going back?
Um,
Hmm. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's like you tell a student, that they're no good, and they end up leaving.
she's wanting to go to mechanic school. Weird, isn't it? But I think she has she's wanted to do several different things. Um, but I think deep down, she really don't know what she wants to do. But she, as long as she's like happy,
Okay, you cut out, Shelby.
mhm.
Now I can hear you. Now I can.
Sorry, I have like I don't know this. Anyway, um, I think she can do basically anything that she wants to as long as she puts her mind to it. But she still has that lingering instructor in her head, telling her that she can't do it.
Well, the thing that I find sad about that is that, hopefully the next person, I mean, because someone is always going to tell you you can't do things. I mean, I have people telling me now, oh, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. I'm like, yeah, well, we'll
Watch
see.
me.
Yeah, right. And it's like, and even again, if you aren't able to do it, at least you try.
Right,
And if you're going to allow someone to, get into your head like that, then every time you want to do something and someone says you can't, then you won't, and you'll be stuck.
right. And that's what I try to tell her. I'm like, don't listen to other people. Do what you want to do. And if you fail, then you fail. You've learned something from it. But don't sit there and not do it. Don't not try, because if you don't try, you're going to have regrets for the rest of your life.
Right, right, right. Because I'm all for plan A doesn't work, plan B, C, D, E, F, G. I mean, like I've gone through the entire alphabet.
Right,
I mean, I have done some things where I have failed so hard where it's like, damn, you know. But
right,
you just get up and you rewrite the script, and you try it again. And if it just doesn't work, then maybe you move on to something else. But um, don't let someone that you will probably never run into again in your life tell you what you can or cannot do, or if you have that teacher, transfer to another class, if you're able, but too many people are being told by other people what they can't do,
Right.
and they believe it, as opposed to saying, well, you know what, watch me.
Right.
And there are millions of people who learn differently than other people. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. That's why I don't like things like time tests and everything, because you can come up with an answer in 5 seconds. It may take me five minutes. It may take somebody else 15 minutes, but did you get the right answer? you know? So, I don't know. So I hope that your daughter, sees things more in a positive, and she just, she proves everybody wrong.
I do too. I absolutely do too. But she's one of those that's got hang up. But I try to tell her every day, I try to give her some kind of affirmation every day that lets her know that just because that one teacher done that to her, I'm still proud of her no matter what. Um, that even though she um, didn't necessarily win in that aspect, maybe there's something else better for her out there.
Right,
So,
right, right. But at the same time, and I mean, this is something that I do for myself. You all can say that, I mean, well, it is patting myself on the back, but it's something that I do. I mean, I tell myself I'm proud of me. I
right.
mean, because I mean, that's because you can have other people, say all that, but if you don't believe it, then it's just going in one ear and right out the other. You have to believe what people are telling you.
Yeah.
You know, again, I go back to parents. Parents can say they love their kids, but then they're calling them names and stuff. So am I going to really believe that you love me after you just got finished calling me stupid and dumb, or you just got finished, hitting me upside the head for no reason, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, um, relationships. You have, men beating on their wives, oh baby, I'm sorry, they come back with flowers and stuff, and you have a black eye, but then tomorrow they're doing the same thing.
Hmm.
So you have to reaffirm, your own self-worth. And
Right.
that's why I say, don't let someone's negative opinion of you become your reality, because if you do, then you're stuck. And if you allow that reality to set in when you're young, I hate to see, when you're 70, 80, the type of person that you're going to be. Are you going to be that miserable person who sits around and you're just miserable? You know,
Right.
um, and there are people who go through life, they're just miserable. So yeah, so that's just what I say. Don't let someone's negative opinion of you become your reality, because what other people think of you is like, who gives a crap? I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, now we can ask people, like, what do you think about this, and what do you think about that? But if some people are just purposely just going in for the kill just to do it, I'm not I'm not listening to you. I mean,
Right.
I ask people for advice all the time. I mean, do I take it all the time? No. But people who I ask for, advice, what do you think about this and what do you think about that? I mean, it's like I really want to know what you think, because that's why I'm asking you.
Right.
But if you're just gonna be some asinine person, say, "Oh, salad," you're trying to do this, and boy, that is really stupid, and you are going to fail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Noise, noise, wonk, 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 as they do in Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
It's like I don't, no, don't want to hear it. Because because there is so much talent in this world, And I've said before, I believe everybody has something that they can do. You know, you may be able to sing really, really well. You know, you may not have that recording contract. Everyone may not know who you are, but you sing really, really well. You know, you cook really, really well. I mean, there's just things that I just believe that everybody has something that they can do, even if it's something that we look at as minor. I believe everybody has something.
Yeah.
I mean, even the worst person, you know, once you get over being such a nasty, evil person, you know, look and see what you can do. Hey, humble dog, welcome. You know, so I don't know. That's just me. Um, and Crazy says, what other people think of me is not my business. Yep, 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 yep. You
Very
know,
true.
I mean, very, very true. What other people think of me is not my business. I do not care. You know, but Shelby, let me ask you, why do you think some people are concerned about what other people think of them? I mean, some people really, I mean, it really bothers some people if people don't accept them or don't like. I mean, it bothers them.
It bothers me. I'm that type of person.
Okay,
Um,
why?
it. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. I just feel like that if um, people don't like me, my world is in turmoil. It's
So is that with everyone, or is it just with certain people that you? I mean, okay, put it like this, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna ask the question. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Are you the type of person who seeks acceptance from everyone that you meet,
yes,
even if you just run across those people just for a short period of time and you will never see them again?
yes.
Okay. So if you were, let's say you went to a party
Hmm.
and you went to a party and you know you say hi to someone, they were like hi, you know, and they just kept going, would that offend you, as opposed to you've noticed that that same person would stop and talk to people whatever, when they came to you, it was like hi, you know, and they just kept going? Would that bother you?
Yeah, it would affect me. It would give me a small complex because I'd be like you said, you know, well, she talked to this person and this person and this person, but she wouldn't talk to me. What did I do wrong? It's exactly what I would think.
Okay, but what if you didn't know that person very well? Let's say, you know, I mean, you just saw that person just around and they never really spoke to you before, but now you're at this party and they're speaking to people, and they do say hi to you, but they don't spend time with you, or, you know, stay and chit chat for a while, whatever.
I would still, because to me, it would be like you're not taking the time out to, learn who I am, or, I don't know what's the word, but it's like you're not taking the time out to, uh, yeah, to get to know me. So therefore, it makes me think, okay, I've done something to this person, or I have offended this person, or something along that lines is what I'm thinking in my head that I have done to you. So therefore, that's the reason why you don't accept me, you like me, what or whatever.
Even if this person is just somebody that you see in passing.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say um let's say you're at an airport. Um you're sitting in the lounge waiting for your flight, um, and the person across from you who you've never met, they strike up a conversation, say with the person sitting two seats down, and those two people strike up a conversation sitting two seats down from you, and they talk and they start talking whatever. They glance at you and, you know, they nod whatever, but they don't engage you in conversation. Would that offend you?
Are they the same sex?
I'm sorry, what?
Are they the same sex? Like, is it two guys striking up a conversation?
No, I mean it's. I mean, okay. Let's say I'm the person that strikes up a conversation with another guy or another female sitting 2 seats down from you. I don't know you. I don't know him, but for whatever reason, I struck up a conversation with them. But and I just kind of I looked at you. I kind of nodded. Like I mean, I acknowledge you, but I'm not talking to you. Would that offend you?
Not really, because I mean that's a different situation. If I knew the person that was sitting, across from me, and they decided to turn to somebody else, then yes, I would be offended. But I didn't know that person.
Okay, would you be offended if the other person who I started talking to was a friend of yours, like the two of you all knew each other, but again, I just acknowledged you, but I was talking to your friend.
I would get slightly annoyed. Yeah,
Okay, 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 okay,
especially if we were like even with each other, and then they like had to literally like turn their bodies, and yeah, I would. Yeah, it would bother me.
okay. All right, all right, all right.
Yes, people, I see a doctor for these things.
I wasn't gonna ask that. I was not gonna ask that at all. Hello, Robin. Welcome, welcome. You know, I, I guess I find that fascinating to a point because I'm the complete opposite.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm somebody I will talk to anybody and everybody. I just am, and I have been in situations where people have ignored me, whatever. I'm like whatever. It's like
Yeah.
you want to ignore me, go right ahead. I'm fine just sitting here by myself, or I can go and and strike up a conversation with somebody else, or I mean I can always just find something else to do. Um um Hey, Damien, welcome, welcome.
Now,
I
is it weird to have that mentality, but then turn right around and hate crowds at the same time?
I'm sorry, it's to have that mentality, then turn around and do what?
Hate crowds at the same time?
Okay, okay, okay. See, crazy says whether people think of me. Okay, I'm sorry, I read that. I think jumped. Okay, so I don't know because people again, you go through your whole life, and there's always going to be somebody who doesn't engage you in something, doesn't ask you to go somewhere. I have been in situations where friends have been invited somewhere and I haven't. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's like I just can't. I just can't. For me, I just can't dwell on it because there's a reason you didn't invite me. I'm not going to go up to you and say, why didn't you invite me? Whatever. I mean, okay, let me ask this because and parents out there, y'all may do this. I don't know. I don't know. Shelby, I'm asking you because you're up here. So,
Okay.
Shelby, if do you believe in everybody in the classroom gets an invite to the birthday party?
No.
Okay, so if would you be offended if your girls were not invited to a birthday party that another classmate gave, but they invited everyone else?
I mean, if it was a situation where they invited everybody else and excluded my kids, then yes, I would get mad. And that's
Would
happened to
you
my
approach?
kids.
Would you approach the parent and ask them why?
Um, depended on who the parent was. I
So
mean, if
when you
they were
say
like well-to-do parents, I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't give them a time of day because you would know, in my town, you would know the reason why. Um, like, but if they were like, the same kind of parents that, uh, or same, should I say, same financial
same
box,
same social scale.
right, that
Okay.
I was in, um, then yeah, I would ask,
Okay, Robin, are you saying yes you would ask, or yes you would be offended, or yes to both? Um okay, so what if that particular kid was not getting along with your girls?
I would find out the reason why they weren't getting along.
But okay, so you find out the reason why before the birthday party. Would you still expect an invitation, even though you know that that your kids don't get along with this person, that person, for whatever, they don't get along with your kids?
I wouldn't look for an invitation, no. Especially if there is a conflict.
Okay, okay, all right. So, and then you also don't believe in everybody in the classroom gets a Valentine from everybody. Like, do you think the whole, if you're passing out the
Now that's
Valentine?
a different thing. I think every kid in the classroom, I was made to do that when I was in school. Every kid should get a Valentine from every kid in the classroom. Yes. Just like you should give your teacher a Valentine. Yeah. They work hard.
Oh, what if you didn't like your teacher?
Huh?
What if you didn't like your teacher? Because
That
I'm
didn't
I'm
matter.
gonna
I
tell you,
didn't like any of mine, and my
I'm gonna tell
mom
you,
still got them.
I can honestly say that my mother sent Valentines and gifts to one particular teacher that I had, and I had him for two years in a row, and he never got anything. I never gave it to him, and everybody
Dang.
else was giving him gifts and everything, and I literally was the only person, only student who did not give this man. I had him for fifth and sixth grade, and I ran into him years later.
Oh goodness.
And we were at some reunion thing, whatever, and I was surprised that he was there, because I had heard that he had moved away, whatever, and he came, and students were, former students were around him, whatever. I looked at him, and I did not like him. I did not like him, and he even and okay, so Shelby, I have to ask this. He
Okay.
even told my mother. He even told my mother that I did not give him, like, um you know I think she had something for me, but she didn't give it to me, which I thought was, I mean, even in fifth
That's
grade, I thought that
arrogant.
was a lot of nerve.
Yeah, that's arrogant.
Whatever, and my mother got mad at me, and I said, I don't care. I don't like him. I do not. I come that 2 years in a row. I complained about him. I did not like this man. I did not like
Right.
him at all. Whatever. And she didn't make me give the gift to him, whatever. And she says, well, you should have, felt ridiculous sitting there, and you were doing. I said, nope, I didn't. nope,
Didn't.
nope, I didn't. And I told her, I said, if you do this again next year, I'm going to do the same thing. And she went out, and because my mother would send not just cards, she would always send the teachers gifts,
Right.
and I give them their little gift, whatever. But this particular, nope, nope, was not going to do it. I was not going to do it. And Crazy says, no, not at all. So um I don't know. I might think he keeps jumping. Gonna be mad then because I ain't doing it. I'm telling you, crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I don't feel that every person, every kid in the classroom should get a Valentine, because if you don't like a particular kid and you all were just yelling and screaming at each other, not liking each other on February 13th, why am I giving you a Valentine on February 14th? And the same thing. Why would I expect a Valentine from you on February 14th when on February 15th we're gonna go back to hating each? I mean, I'm just saying. I just yeah,
Because you got to be the bigger
that type of kid.
person.
You know what, Shelby? Let's talk about this bigger person thing, okay? Since we talking about negative opinions and stuff, let's talk about this bigger person thing, okay?
Okay.
I get so sick and tired when people say you should be the bigger person. It's like, why? It's always like, why do I have to be the bigger person? Why doesn't that person be the bigger person? I mean, I have had people say that to me. Well, you should be. Why? I'm fine. I am fine with everything, and everything is good in my world, and I don't care. I can care less. Why should I have to be the bigger person? Hey, shy lady, welcome.
I
I'm
don't
I'm
know.
just saying.
That's what I've been told all my life.
Ralph says, "Do you teach your children to be the bigger person?" Ralph, I'm going to tell you because I have to hand it to my son. He is one of the most politically correct people that you will ever meet. And when I say that, he's extremely quiet. And I would, when he was before he was homeschooled, he was in regular school from preschool through fourth grade. And there were some kids, and y'all lying if y'all say if you all say this is not true, but you all know that there was always one kid in the class that you did not like. And you know, I would look at how kids would treat my son, because he sometimes let himself get pushed around. I would just kind of wait to see what he was going to do, and I would ask him, who do you like better between so and so and so and so? It never failed. And even to this day, he will still say, I like them both. I like them both. And then he would say something like, well, this person does this, but they do this or they do this. I mean, but that is what he would say. Now, whenever he did not like someone, that's when I knew there was a problem. When he would come to me and say, I don't like this person, I knew there was a problem because he likes everybody. We've talked about being the bigger person, and you know, he would just walk away. He would just walk away from that person, because I don't necessarily believe in teaching children to be the bigger person. It's like, why do you always have to be the one to give in? And then people want to say, well, it's the Christian thing to do. Well, what about you? So that may seem selfish, whatever, but my son has grown up to be a wonderful, wonderful, and I'm sorry, but it's true. I mean, he was always the kid. If you were on a field trip, all the other kids are fooling around, yelling, screaming, everything, and my son would be there. If the teacher said get in line, my son would go right over and he would get in line. He was always the one who, it's time to do this, whatever. He always did it, always. So, but when it came to other people, um, he would walk away from them. Um, he likes everybody. He was a fourth grader playing with kindergarten and first grade kids because no one would play with them. That's the kind of kid that my son was. But like I said, if he ever came back and said, he did not like someone, I knew there was a problem because it was very rare for him to say that there was somebody that he did not like. So, Ralph, I don't know if that answered your question. So, see, Crazy says multiple. My son is a better person than I am. I'm telling you, my son is a better person than me. I know this. Crazy said that's my son, and Brina said being a Christian doesn't mean you're pushover. No, Brina, it doesn't. But it I don't like when the first thing that someone wants to say after they know that something else is wrong. Well, isn't it the Christian thing to do? Well, wait, didn't you just get finished doing this, and you're going to tell me about being a Christian? That's what I'm talking about, Brina. That's what I'm talking about. You know, so I don't know, Shelby. Go ahead about the bigger person. Go
No,
ahead.
I was. That's what I was saying. Was what Brina was bringing up. Um, to me, it's more of a Christian thing than it is a everyday thing. If that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, yes, it does, but at the same time, Christians. And see, now I'm gonna go down this road with Christians, and what have you.
I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. That's fine because Christians.
I didn't say that, Ralph. It's not what I said.
Okay, well, let's see what did Ralph say. God knows his daughter. He knows how I am. Muslims don't. Muslims don't want. Did I miss something?
I don't know that we don't. I don't know. That Muslims aren't the bigger person. I don't know.
I mean, but see, this is the whole thing because I think Christianity, I think it has taken, and this is one thing that I always struggle
Oh,
with. That let's see, Ralph says, no, I was just wondering, do all religions, teach you to turn yellow cheek or turn okay turn the other cheek, okay, turn the other cheek. I mean, because even for that, it's like how many times are you going to turn the other cheek and let someone slap the crap out of you,
no,
just
I figure.
just as a figure of speech where someone is consistently a repeat offender? When do you stop? And I think that Christians is like people can quote the Bible all day long, but then you
Right,
have people, like I said, you go to church on Sunday, but Monday you're cursing somebody out. Monday,
yeah,
you're robbing a bank, or you're calling somebody some nasty name or something. But then on Sunday you're right back in church going, "Oh Lord God, I am a Christian and bless me." That's what I have a problem with. And Christianity today, um, um, you know, turn the other cheek, be the bigger person. No. So if you, again, going back to the negative opinion, if you want to have a negative opinion of me, go right ahead. I don't care. I don't care
well,
because I can't worry about what you think of me. I can only be concerned about what you think of myself.
right.
So, Shorty,
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Um, I'm if you can just watch your background noise.
I know that's why I stay on mute because they just want to whine just for.
Okay, so did you want to say something or
Uh, if they don't, if like you said, if they got a negative opinion about me, go on right ahead, baby, because you ain't gonna say it in my face though. That's the whole problem. They like to sit up there and talk behind your back, but when it get face to face, oh hey, how you doing? He. But then turn right around and they be like, oh, you see that so didn't. It's crazy. That's they can have all that.
okay? All right. And uh Shorty makes a good point, because people will talk negative things about you and say negative opinions about you. But I'm gonna tell you, if you ask me, Sal, did you say that? Yep, I said it. Yes, I said it. So I just, I don't know, but I just think that it's a shame that people allow other people's negative opinions to become their reality, because again, like I say, if you're a younger person, that can totally screw you up. I mean, going into a adulthood, and for some people it's hard to let go of that, negative opinion, especially if negative opinions come from people who are only in your life for a short moment. They're only in your life for a short moment. Yeah, we have those teachers who, you know, you see them for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. But um, you know, they're in reality, they're in your life just for this short moment. Don't let them mold you into something that you don't want to be. If you know that you can do something, do it. If you have to try one time, two times, three times, four times, five times, do it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Again, this is just me, because when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. You know, if I'm starting something, I like to finish it, and if people don't finish it with me, then I finish it by myself. Um, but I don't start something that I have no intention of finishing, and I'm not going to let someone tell me that I can't. I'll have to figure that out for myself. Thank you, everyone, for liking the show. Ralph says, especially with this day and age where people were being separated based on their politics or whether they were jabbed or not, people are always talking about it. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying. I mean, everybody's always going to have an opinion. I mean, y'all may laugh at me because I still wear a mask when I go out. I mask up. All what, 3 years later, y'all can laugh, y'all can do. I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so you're laughing at me, and what? Uh huh. You know, Meanwhile, I'm standing there, and somebody's coughing and not covering their mouth and stuff. I mean, but it's, I don't know. Right, Ralph. That's my decision. Whether or not you get a shot. I'm next week. I'm going to get my flu shot. I get one every year. If you don't get one, hey, that's you. I don't care what you choose to do. But we're always so busy in other people's business and worrying what other people are doing, that we need to worry about what's going on in our own lives. We need to worry about our own house. Because like I've said many times, all of us live in glass houses. And we all have something that if you threw that rock, a window's going to break. We all do. Ralph says, just don't leave a mess in public bathrooms, please. Ralph, that's a whole different show, but yeah. 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 You know, you know, if it's a common area, yeah, I may have something to say, because if I have to use that common area, but I mean, but Ralph, I mean, but even still, you have people who will leave a mess in the public bathroom. You will have that person that leaves a cart in the parking space. And then when they go to the bathroom and they see this mess, they're pissed off because someone left a mess. But now you see it, or you go to park in that parking spot and someone left a cart and you're pissed off. Well, what about that cart that you just left over at Target or something, and you didn't put to the side or put back in the cart thing, whatever. We're always worried about other people, but we don't worry about ourselves. Brina, I always take my cart back, always. And I usually park in one of two places. I either park either next to the cart thing or a couple of spaces down, or I'm usually parking away, like down, you know, far down, whatever, because I like to walk and get my steps in. But I will still take the cart back, and if I see the person in the parking lot and they're gathering up the carts, I will take my cart to them, whatever, but I don't know. Ralph says, I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to take the cart back, but sometimes I leave it between the parking spots thinking that somebody can block it quicker. Once again, I've seen these people in this parking lot, in these parking lots, just hustling, and it's hot outside, especially when you have that 90, 100 degree weather. Yes, that is their job, but damn, do you have to leave it in a parking space? So I just say, because there's going to be that person, while you're complaining about what someone that someone did this to you, or this happened to you, you just did it to somebody else. And then you have some people. Okay, let me ask this: are some negative opinions, are they earned? Hey, D, welcome back. It's been a minute. Are some negative opinions earned?
Not
Depend
necessarily.
it not well, it depends on what's the comment. You know what I mean? If they
Well,
saying,
I mean,
"Oh, I
if
don't like
someone,
her," that's okay.
well, I mean, if someone is constantly, let's say someone is constantly a negative person, or they complain a lot, and then people start talking about that person, or is a negative opinion earned? Like, I don't want to go, over her house, or I don't want to go to her party because we're gonna get there and all she's gonna do is, is complain. If we invite her to lunch, all she's gonna do is sit here and complain. That's what I mean. Are some negative opinions earned?
Oh, of course, because nobody don't want to be around somebody. Some like they probably going through a rough day themselves. They want to be around somebody that got there bring positive energy, and then you got that Debbie Downer that always want to come around and just want to complain about their life, and they don't want to do nothing about it or try to fix it. Of course, nobody don't want to be around that person.
Okay, okay, okay. Shelby.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I kind of agree. In my situation, we have a negative Nancy in our group. So, yeah, she's, even though good things happens to her, she's always negative. So,
I mean, I don't know, because and this is another thing, and you all can say that I'm wrong on this, but I don't think it's possible for most people. Now, I'm not saying if you're an abused child, or you're an abused spouse, be it husband, wife, um, if you're an abused elder, I mean something along those lines, but take that out of the equation. I think it would be very hard not to find, I mean, to find one thing out of your entire day, out of that whole 24 hours, just one thing that was not good. I mean, do you think I'm wrong, or
No, you're not wrong. They probably did have a good day somewhere in they little negativity little mind that they have, but they just don't want to bring that positive energy out. They just want to bring all the, oh, this, I can't believe this and this and this and that. The only reason why they doing that is because they see you happy they see you bring that positive energy, they be like, in somewhere in their mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go over there and mess up their whole vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm gonna come over here and just ruin the vibe and make them feel good about it, because they're like, okay, I did my job, so let me go back and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? And then have everybody else talking about you in that situation.
Okay. All right. Ralph says, I think the negative Nancy in my group. D says, yeah, negative Nelly and Debbie Downers originated because of real people. Uh, Shelby's like, for real. Brina says, I know a few miserable uh, elderly people. They are exhausting. Um, Miserable people are exhausting. Complainers are exhausting. I mean, it's like, dang, it's just just one thing. I mean, just one. I mean, to me, waking up every day is a good thing. You should be happy that you woke up this morning to complain. you know, but I don't know.
Let me ask y'all a
I,
question
I,
just for everybody. It like when you around that Debbie Downer, that negative Nancy or whatever. Like sometimes you be sitting there just listening, you be like, oh God. In your head, you don't say it out loud, but sometimes you're like, ugh. Don't sometimes like in the back of your head, like if I could just punch you real quick
oh yeah, yes,
and just strangle you, will
yes,
you be okay? Will that
yes.
help your negativity mind right there? Will that help you?
I'm telling you, and
Cause sometimes I do. I swear I do. I'll be in, like sometimes I'll be in the stove. Like today, I went to the store to get my little ingredients I needed for the day to cook. This lady was sitting there, oh my God, this line is so goddamn long. Da, 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 da. Okay, you see all these other lines along too. So you know what it is when you go to the grocery store. Come early in the morning and they got that many damn people in the store. So I'm like, that's why I like going in the stores early. This lady, I'm looking at her like, okay, if you don't want to be in this line, you can go ahead and go to a whole nother line and let me go ahead and skip you so I can get up out of here. You know, then I'm like, oh my God. Then you got a problem? Like, you know me and my mouth. I'm like, no, I don't have a problem, but I do got a problem with you complaining about this damn line. All these lines along. You if you don't want to be in this store, go ahead and push your cart to the side and haul ass. That's what you can do. Ugh. I said, ugh. And I just rolled my eyes and just kept looking at my phone.
well, I mean, now one thing that I do is if the lines are long and they only have like one checkout person, I will go up to the checkout person and say, "Can you please call someone?"
Right. To help.
To open up another line. I have left stores because lines are long. I'm not going to sit there and complain. I'll just put stuff down, and I will
Right.
come back later. Whatever. But I've just gotten to the point where eh, you know it makes my day. It makes my day in from a positive to a negative having to listen to people complain. And I just look at those people, I just shake my head and just, you're just this miserable person, and they're usually the negative Nancy's and what have you. But all in all, everyone, the main thing is, see, Deb says, no, it makes me feel better. At least someone is feeling worse than me. See, I, why would you want someone to feel worse than you? I mean, if you are feeling bad, um, feel bad by yourself. Why do you have to, want to drag everyone else down with you? And I personally think that's selfish.
Of course it's selfish.
I
Cause
mean that. I mean that is just selfish. I mean to say that someone is feeling worse than you. I mean I just think that's just selfish. And again, I forgot who said it, but I think it was Brina. Being around people who are constantly complaining, whatever, is exhausting. and people tend to back away from people who are consistently doing that. And if someone, again, going back to the negative opinion thing, those are the people who, they'll find something negative to say about you to bring you down. And some people believe it, and like, why? Why would you do that?
To kill
So,
your peace and your vibe. That's all it is.
well, I mean,
Just
well,
to make you feel bad, right along with them.
see,
That's
Brina says it's a store. There's probably going to be a line. Feeling bad no, 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 Deborah. Feeling bad does not need company. You just feel bad all by yourself. And Crazy says I can't stay around people that are super negative. I agree with you, Crazy. You know what, it's not even about listening to them. It's just that, if you're in a group of people and one person is consistently just being negative, 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 and you're trying to ignore them, I mean, it's like you're ruining the trip for everyone else. You're ruining whatever it is for everyone else. I mean, I have gotten up and I have left a table, where I've been invited somewhere because just the complaining and the negativity is like, I'm out. See ya. Well, why don't you? Nope. 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 And I'm supposed to be, also, spending my money on. I'm not. No. 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 Let's see. Ralph says I never understood the psychology behind that. Is that something that someone consciously does, or do they do it on an accident where they want to bring someone down for being happy? I can understand being miserable because someone is happy, but I don't understand making the action of making someone else uh, miserable. Yeah, won't change my paycheck. Depression is a B. Well, yeah, yeah, but again, um, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Shelby, do you have any last words? Or Shorty, do you have any last words?
I just appreciate you always letting me come up on your panel and talk.
You're welcome. And is Shelby still here? Shelby?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here. I say the same thing. I always appreciate being up here and you letting us view our opinions and
Well, thanks for coming up and sharing your story. I appreciate it. So, y'all, I'm going to leave us with last night I was listening to a little bit of music while I was chilling out. And for some of you all who are not familiar with Shirley Murdoch, I'm going to leave this and just, she's telling a little story here. Listen to the words. If you all are not familiar with her, um, her name is Shirley Murdoch, and I'm going to leave y'all with As We Lay. Here we go.
across your sleeping face. A new day brings reality, and we must go our separate ways. What a lovely night we had, yeah, yeah. As we shared each other's love, we forgot about all the pain we caused. As we slept the night away, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow. As we lay, hey, hey, as we lay, didn't think about the price we'd have to pay. Oh no, 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 no. It's morning, and now it's time for us to say goodbye. Goodbye, baby. You're leaving me. I know you've got to hurry home to face your wife. Whoa. I would never, never want to hurt her now. She would never understand. You belong to me for just one night, as we slept the night away. I would never, never want to hurt her. No, no. She never understands. You belong to me for just one night, and we slept the night away. As we lay, we forgot about tomorrow. As we lay, as we lay, didn't think about the price we'd have to pay. Oh no, hey, we should have counted up the cost, but instead we got lost in the second, in the minute, in the hour. Hey, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow. As we lay, it's morning. It's morning. It's morning.
Well, everyone, that's it. That was Shirley Murdoch as we lay. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I will not have a show tomorrow, but I will be back with open topics and discussion on Thursday. So everyone enjoy their day and evening, and I hope to see you guys back on Thursday. Okay. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.